everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to give you a little sort of tip slash trick about how to paint a dark object against a dark background. So for this demonstration, I'm going to imagine that we're painting like a dark green like wine bottle in a still life or something. So what I did is I went ahead and I put down a dark background, and this is just a little bit mixture of burnt umber and ultramarine blue that I just thinned down and spread around here. And then it also has some phthalo green, some burnt sienna, and some white. So now the trick to doing this is a lot of beginning artists have a tendency to want to like outline everything, to draw everything in and make these careful sort of renderings. And the thing with painting is, painting is more about putting in masses rather than lines. And you'd be surprised when you suggest something that how much the brain will fill in. And so you don't need to paint in the whole thing, you just need to suggest enough to get the viewer's brain to complete the picture. So let's imagine we're painting a green bottle here. So I'm gonna, and green bottles are typically, pretty dark. So now you could go in and, suggest the sort of shape of the bottle. But, as you can see, that's not really, showing up because the dark green is blending into the background and you can't really see much, of that shape there. Now I just sketched it in real, roughly. But it's there, but you can't really see it. So basically what you can do is you can use the highlight and light reflected on this side, assuming the light's coming from this direction, and then a tiny bit of negative space in the background on this side. So I'll show you what to do. So if we lighten up that green with some white, that green mixture with some white, and I'm adding a little burnt sienna to it just to temper that, because phthalo green is so harsh. It needs that red of the burnt sienna to tone it down. Now you can go in, you can start with a highlight right here. Just put a highlight in. And then just paint the light area of the bottle in. And kind of blend that into the and then go in and blend that into the highlight. And it's blending in along the edges with that color underneath. And you can, sometimes in these instances, I'm adding a little ultramarine blue back in just to cool that light down just a little bit. Because sometimes you'll get some cool reflections on glass like this. Too much in there. See, so I'm really just painting in the light parts of the bottle. I'm not painting the whole thing. We're just going to paint the edges where there are light and the highlights. And so if you do that, then you can go into the background with just a tiny bit of light color along the edge here. And then blend that in. And see, that's painting that negative space, that implies that edge there that's in the back, of the background. Now you're starting to see, a three-dimensional bottle in your mind, even though I didn't model the entire thing with light over here and dark over here. I just blended in those light areas. Really, I just painted the light areas, and that's it. And just putting that out a little more. So, and then putting in that suggestion of the rear edge. You don't really have to do much down in here in these dark areas, and because the brain is seeing the highlight and the light, it's telling you that whole thing that it's round. So you can see how the brain is really filling in that dimension. And when you paint an object, a dark object like that in a painting, and you rely on the viewer's perception to fill in those gaps, it's actually bringing the viewer into the painting and helping them engage with it more, because you're getting them involved in completing the picture, so to speak. So that's a really great tip and technique you can use to paint a dark object against a dark background without really, a tremendous amount of work. So I hope that you found this tip helpful, and you can apply it in your own work. And I will thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Go ahead and click on that subscribe button so you won't miss the next video. And why not spread the joy? Be sure to share my videos on your favorite social media. Don't forget to head on over to my website, walcottfineart.com, where you can see my art, read my blog, or when you join my newsletter list, you can win free art. Every month, I'll choose a lucky winner for my email list, and that person will receive a mini original oil painting. There's a chance to win every month, so be sure to sign up today so you don't miss out. Plus, you'll get my fun newsletter. See you next time!